and going back and forth. There's no point of doing it. I will let you guys up one at a time to ask her a question. But guys, we're trying to keep her here, and we're trying to ask her questions. This is her first time actually coming out, and
ever.
So please be respectful. I'm asking, please, for my platform, please, and for my mods, and please, guys, we'll go one at a time.
I just have one question before we start allowing people up. My one question is, how is Big Steve involved? Like, did you know him personally, or was it someone that she knew and she brought to your home?
That is Ashley's bodyguard, and I'm going to leave that at that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just curious.
I know.
I have one more question, right? I believe it's your nephew.
Okay.
There was nothing. I mean, nothing actually. I mean, happened between those two.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, we're gonna do one at a time. One at a time, guys. And we'll go one question, just one question, because there's a lot of you. Hey, Liz.
Hello, hi Jessica, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Well, thank you for joining One Live. I think we're all happy that we finally get to have you on live. I'm sorry for what happened to you and your family. I think that somebody else's action should never come back to you. But I think you can also understand why the internet was a bit fuzzy, because she's so well known in social medias that people sometimes don't understand how people don't know about her, especially if you're close to her. Yes. But my question was that she was affirming many times on live that day that she would stay for 30 days.
Yes.
So what was the original plan? Was she lying? Because she lies a lot. But was she lying? Was it supposed to be just the weekend, or was it supposed to be a whole month and then you just ended it for your own safety? What was it?
I can answer all of that. Okay. Number one, I truly do understand why the internet is saying the things that they're saying about me. I understand that. You don't really think that when you're inviting over a friend that's been into your home before and stayed with you, you don't think to Google them, or you don't think to look them up or search their name up to see what they've been up to. They're just your friend, and you invited them over a second time. I didn't think to look her up, or you know what I mean? Number two, the original plan was to come and stay for the weekend. Now I work from home on Mondays, and so my weekend is a little bit longer than most. And so I knew that she would probably stay till Monday. And so that's what she did. She stayed until Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning is when I left for work. And that's when I sent her the text message, because she was sleeping when I left. And that's when I asked her to
so the plan was never for her to stay a whole month.
Never. I can't, there's no way. I don't like people in my house for that long. I'm not even going to lie.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome.
Okay, let me let you down real quick. All right. Up next, Candy.
Hi. Well, Jessica, first I want to say, good afternoon, good evening. I'm sorry, and I hope at the end of the day, I hope your family is doing okay, because I don't believe on taking things out on kids, even if they're adults. Kids are kids. And second, you are not going to get an apology from her, because that's just how evil she is. The evilness is just too much for some people. Like for me, I'm not gonna lie, I pulled up to a house that was given to me. So if that would have been your house, I would have been there.
Right. Yeah.
I would have been there, and I would have been running deep, and just for her.
Right.
And I showed up, and I was ready, because all the things she said, all the disrespectful things that she said. All right, so my question is, did you, whenever she said on live, I'm going to be here for a month, there's a house that I'm looking for down the street, you, I believe it was you that said, yes, you're going to be here a month, yes, we'll look into the house. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that definitely, I do remember saying that. Yes, ma'am, that was me.
Okay, and I mean, did you feel some type of way of the simple fact of how she was acting towards your nephew?
So she wasn't, that was all for show. She did not act like that towards him at all.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not in front of him. That wasn't in front of him. That was strictly for the camera.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to hop off, and I hope everything kind of dies down for you.
Sure, I hope so.
And, all right, my respects.
Thank you so much, Candy. All right, next. Where'd she go? There she is. Lollipops.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I just had a little bit of a simple question, and I want to also say thank you for letting me up. And also, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on today. I apologize. Today I'm having like a hard time communicating.
It's okay.
But you did mention about, the cameras, her being on live. If I'm not mistaken, she had a couple of times gone in and out of the house. And so when was it enough? When did you have enough of her like being on live? Because you mentioned that she was
When I
working with
actually
her,
saw
and she
her,
wasn't-
when I actually saw her on live in my home. The other time that she's just walking in really quick and going out, I'm doing a million things. I'm not sitting here watching every single little move that woman makes. I'm in the kitchen. I'm
Right,
cleaning
right.
up. I'm doing dishes. I'm doing laundry. There's other things I'm going in and out too. We're barbecuing in the front yard. And we're just having a good time. You know what I mean? So I'm not watching every little move she made. If she came inside and went to the bathroom and was on live, I didn't see it.
Right.
What happened was I finally saw it, and that's when it was enough. The one time I saw it was enough.
Gotcha. That's all I wanted to ask. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lollipop. I'm Melinda.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
Hello.
Jay, I just wanted to say, congratulations. You're doing good. Good job interviewing. I'm so proud of you. This is, you have a really good page here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Jessica, I just wanted to say, like, I'm so sorry, girl, about all the hate that you've gotten. It's so ridiculous. It's like people have a mob mentality and they run with it. Like, I don't know if these people have never been to jail, but I would never risk my freedom to go confront
Never.
somebody. I think that is ridiculous. I'm appalled that people would come up here and even admit to that. That's childish. And I'm sorry that even happened to you. Like, I can imagine us grown women going to confront somebody. What are you going to then potentially going to jail? That's
Right.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just like that's just low vibration, low class.
I can handle the online bashing. I can handle that. It's the coming to my house knowing that I have a 9-year-old asleep in my bed, and you ringing my doorbell and banging on my door and yelling at my older daughter because she's telling you to get off of our lawn. Like, that's the part that I'm confused about. I don't understand that.
That's wild to me. I can't imagine. It's just ridiculous. I don't understand some of these people, and they run with an idea and they create like a little mob, and it's a mob mentality, and they're fueling each other. And it's like Lord of the Flies. I don't know if you remember that book in elementary, but it's like Lord of the Flies. It's just ridiculous. And people should be ashamed of themselves to even admit to doing that. That's crazy. But I was wanting to know, like, how did that man attack you in your garage?
So we've had somebody sitting in front of our yard, sitting in our driveway, just kind of watching so that we can get a little bit of sleep because I keep trying to egg the cars and stuff. And so all of a sudden my doorbell rang at 2:00 in the morning, and I was knocked out. And so I thought, okay, well that person will get it. And then I don't know what made me say, you know what, let me get up and just check. I got up and checked. I didn't see anybody at the front door, but I heard some noise in my garage. And when I went into my garage, it was that man wrestling with her first, then trying to get to me saying he saw me on TikTok with Ashley. And
What?
yeah, yes. And
A man?
Yeah, a man.
Girl, like, I can't imagine that. Like, people are lucky. I don't know if you are licensed to carry, but you know what?
I am definitely carried. Yes, I am. I have it.
And anybody that potentially is a threat to your home, you have every right to protect yourself.
I did go to the police station today and I did talk to them about it because I wanted to know exactly what my rights were, because at this point I have to protect I know I keep saying children, and somebody bashed me earlier for saying my grown children, that I talk about them like they're my toddlers, but those are my babies.
Yeah. It's your family, your loved ones.
Exactly.
Like, it's crazy. I'm sorry about everything that's happened to you. You've gone through a lot. You shared that you had a stroke. And I know I'm a nurse, and I know that's hard. Like, and your rehab, looking at you on video, you've come a long way. And I just want to give you like blessings and well wishes and send, and I'm sorry. Thank you, Jay. You're doing a good
you're
job.
welcome.
I love your page.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Jay, I'm not reading any of the comments. So I'm leaving that up to you because I don't want, it gives me anxiety just reading some of the stuff.
They're going so fast.
Oh, that's
they're going
fine.
so fast. But
We're taking care of it.
Jay Show. Hello, Jay Show.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So, Jessica, I know that you were saying that you had never, you didn't know about like how bad Ash could get. What was the extent of the things that you knew about Ash saying?
I didn't know. I didn't. I had heard here and there she likes to date young men. I just thought that was a rumor. I mean, I didn't. That's about the extent of it.
So how were you able to join AJ's live that same night? Like, how did you know about AJ's live if you didn't know anything about Ash or her social media presence?
Sure. So I was just scrolling, literally in my kitchen, just scrolling, and that popped up, and I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to try to defend my name just a tiny bit. And then I will when Ashley wakes up in the morning, I'll let her know that I went on there. And that's exactly what I did. As soon as she woke up, I said, just want to let you know, I went on there and this is what I said. She said, okay.
So why did you allow her to stay in your house after the fact if they told you about the things that she said and done?
Well, again, this is social media. I've been told that I am a crackhead, that I'm a drug addict, that I don't take care of my kids, and none of that's true. And so I'm just because all this stuff is going on the internet doesn't mean that I'm going to say, hey, you need to leave right this second. I'm going to see that stuff for myself. And when I did see it, it was time for her to go.
So it did. I don't know, because for me personally, if someone told me these things about someone that I'm saying that I didn't know anything about, I would want to do research immediately because I had my kids around this person. And talking about kids, like, I'm sorry, I'm just now joining the live, so I don't know everything that you were saying before. So I'm just now hearing that apparently a man attacked you. I'm sorry that you went through that. But what was the difference between having people come to your house with Ash there versus having those group of kids coming to your house? Like, were you okay with that? Having a group of kids, having parents, adults, drop a whole bunch of kids off at your house?
So they weren't dropping them off.
But they were there.
Yeah, the parents were not dropping the kids off. The parents were actually staying there and also taking pictures with Ash.
But that's okay though? With like your kids there?
Absolutely no problem at all. When there's 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 16-year-olds, and they're coming and they're being respectful and they're dropping off gifts for her in my front, I have no problem with that at all. At that point, there was no threat to my children whatsoever. You would have to have been here to see that there was nothing getting out of hand. There was no cuss words. There was a lot of people actually really excited to see Ashley, like true fans. And that's just how that went. And then after a couple minutes or so, I would say, okay, there's too many people showing. And that's when her bodyguard would tell them, okay, that's enough. Or the cops would be there. And we had the cops sitting out there the entire time. And so when it started to get a little bit too many people, that's when we would go inside.
I don't know. Because me personally, if I had to have a cop sitting out my house because I have a guest in my house that's problematic, I would make them leave, considering I have my kids.
That's everybody's completely different. That is you. I allowed her to do her little hugs and take her little pictures and do all that for those kids. I didn't see a problem with someone at the time, me thinking that they're my friend. I have no problem with those kids being so excited to see her and not any negativity whatsoever, and her taking pictures with them. There was nothing negative about that from what I saw, period.
You don't think it's inappropriate that a bunch of kids are her fans and she's singing about her Nunu, which
that is her. That has nothing to do with me. That is something that she does on her own. That has nothing to do. That song has nothing to do with me. Would I do it? No.
I agree that has nothing to do with you, but you allowed it at your house.
I never once let her. She's saying that. Do you think that I can't actually sit there and say, Ashley, please do not say this word? That came out as soon as it came out, and I was just like, oh my God. So I can't stop an adult from saying what they're going to say. Apparently that's what she's popular for. So, I mean, I can't stop her from doing that.
But with your address being like compromised, like people were literally.
My address was compromised because of a family member, and I have proof of that. That is on social media. They put that on social media and said that they knew who I was and that they had all this information about me, which was none of it was true, and that's how it got leaked. It has nothing. Ashley did not leak my address. I have proof that it was the family member.
You don't think every time Ash goes somewhere, her address gets leaked? You don't think that's convenient that she's the middleman every single time?
I've never seen it. So until now that I'm going back and looking at everything, but I did not know that at the time. Or I would have never, had I ever thought in a million years my address would be leaked, I would have never allowed it to happen. I would have never allowed her to come here.
So did you say that they were doing lines in the garage or to not do lives? Because it sounded like you said lines when she was sitting on her bodyguard's lap.
Okay, I think a lot of these questions have already been answered.
They have multiple times.
Well, new people, it's 730 people in here now. New people are joining. So just like how I have these questions, I'm sure other people do too.
Go to my profile. There's a video I posted and the answers are all right there. I'm not going to keep answering the same question over and over and over. I think that's, in my opinion, I think it's a stupid question. I'm not going to allow somebody to do lines.
Well, I'm not being disrespectful. I didn't say anything derogatory towards you.
I know, and I'm just saying, I'm not going to keep. I'm not going to.
Hold on, but to say that my question is stupid when it's a valid question, you just don't want to answer it.
I've answered it
because you said lines. We heard you. And you're being held accountable for the fact that you allowed this groomer and this pedophile. Excuse me, Jay. I'm sorry. You allowed.
No.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying.
Has she been arrested for being a pedophile?
Jay, she's visibly getting upset. I think that.
Who's visibly? Is it because there y'all go with the microaggressions? I'm not upset.
No.
I'm not talking about you, Jay. I'm talking about Jessica.
Okay. Well, with Jessica, I understand that you're upset, and I'm not trying to upset you, but you have to understand these questions are valid. And a lot of people don't like Ash for the horrible things that she said, that not only on TikTok, but on Instagram and on Facebook. She's been this person. So people are going to look at you a little bit differently for allowing that in your house, for allowing kids to come to your house and have a meet and greet with this person.
It wasn't a meet and greet.
It was. She literally waved. It was a meet and greet. And then
wasn't.
you kept her in your house, knowing these things that AJ and Ash updates and everybody.
It wasn't a meet and greet.
So people are going to look at you differently. So I'm sorry that you're upset, but that's the reality of the situation.
No, I'm upset because I have to keep on answering the same question over and over. If you just go watch the video, all the answers are there. And I promise.
But some people don't want to give you a view, Jessica. Like, I'm going to keep this over with you.
Why are you here? Then why are you here?
They
Why are you
still-
upset?
I'm asking why
With
are
all
you
due
here?
respect, I'm not trying to like what. Can we just?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll
calm
drop down, Jay. I'll drop down. I just wanted to say, I'll drop down. I'm just saying that everybody's aware of the fact that you're fabricating your truth, so no one's going to take you seriously, and people are going to keep on asking the same questions because you're not telling the truth.
You're the only one that's asked me
Have a
that
great
in the past day.
Because I'm the only person that's not scared to blaze you. Good night.
It's okay. She can pull up. Look, it's okay. Just get off live. No, fine. It's okay.
Just a reminder for the rest of the people that are in there or in here asking to come up, please remain respectful. And Jay has asked for one question per person that comes up. Just a reminder.
I'm doing my best to give everybody a chance to ask a question, guys. Can we please keep it PG? I know a lot of people are heated and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is her first time coming on a panel and actually, she's trying to clear her name, basically. So can we give her that chance, please? With all due respect to my life. Thank you, guys.
I think I think that people are just more upset at Ashley, and because they can't get to her and she doesn't care, they're attacking me. And it is what it is. I understand. I completely understand. I understand why that last guest was upset. I understand why everybody's upset. I really do. But I'm not going to allow anybody to do lines in my garage or in my bathroom or in my house or in my kitchen, driveway, nowhere.
Okay, so just quick question. I know you're always saying stuff about your kids being in the house and you got to protect your kids, but how do you allow the bodyguard that was through Ashley be around your kids when he is on parole and a felon and you don't know him? He was Ashley's bodyguard.
Okay.
How do you allow that in your house?
Yeah, I have. Everybody makes mistakes. He is not somebody that's going to be here ever again. He was here with Ashley as a bodyguard. That's her bodyguard. He was here to protect her. That's it.
But your kid was around him and you don't even know him. That was a complete stranger. How do you allow
He
strangers?
was in my garage. He was not inside of my house. But
He
yeah,
wasn't. I mean, there was live videos of him inside
we
your
had a
house on the
birthday
couch
party.
watching a
Had a birthday
movie.
party, and we sang happy birthday to one person in my kitchen, and that's how that happened.
But in your couch watching a movie, bringing Ash to the bathroom.
Never, ever, ever, for the rest of your life, will you ever communicate with a felon? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not going to allow a complete stranger in my home. That's a different.
Okay.
Around my
Well, then
kids, but
say
I don't
that.
allow
Because what you're saying
strangers
is
in
I'm
my
allowing a
home.
felon around my son. I would just change the question to why did you allow a stranger in your home?
Okay, but still, he's a stranger that is on parole. What? That's around your child, and you can keep saying that. Oh, yeah, I want to protect my kids. I want to protect my home, but you allowed a stranger
That's what
inside
he
of
was
your
here
home.
for. That was his job, and that's exactly what he
So
did.
then why not
And he
have
did
her
an
go to,
amazing
a
job.
hotel
He
or
did an amazing
Airbnb?
job at. He did not stay here. He did not stay here.
Why didn't you have Ash go to a hotel? I mean, everybody's seen the live. He was there at night.
I've already explained
sleeping on the
why
couch.
Ash was at my house. I don't know how I can further explain why Ash was at my house. I invited her here and I asked her to stay. That's
I think everybody's kind of upset about the lack of accountability that's going on. You had a complete stranger.
I am taking
no
as much
excuses after
accountability as I
excuses.
possibly can.
Okay. But with all due respect, we're gonna just move on to the next question. Booms. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Looks like
thank you for coming up. Thank you for coming up and asking your question. I really do appreciate that. Just calm down, Jessica. I know it's getting a
I
little.
know. I'm sorry. My daughter's right here next to me. She's getting upset. So I'm just telling her, hey, it's okay. We got this. It's okay.
Yeah. This is honestly, this is part of the Ash effect.
I've heard about it.
Yes. So there's a lot of people that are upset. So I'm trying my best.
No, I promise you're doing amazing. It's going to get heated because these are personal questions. And if I answer them and the guests don't accept my answer, I don't know how to move past that because you know what I mean? If I'm giving you an answer and you're lying, then I can't move past, we got to move past that question. You're not going to believe what I say anyway. So why ask that question?
Okay, so
Hello,
hi. So Jessica, and
Yes.
thank you for letting me up, Jay. So I just wanted to ask, so if you didn't know Ash or know that she had this much drama that came with her, why did you think it was necessary that she needed a bodyguard without
Oh no, that wasn't me. I didn't hire her a bodyguard. She brought a bodyguard.
Right.
And that's,
Do you think that was odd for just a normal person to bring a bodyguard if you didn't really know what she was?
If you watch Ashley the way that you sound like you watch Ashley, then you know she is not a normal person. So that's
you're
why she has a
admitting
bodyguard.
that you know that you knew that prior to her coming.
I mean, if I had 1 million viewers on I'd probably want to walk around with a bodyguard as well.
So facts, everyone in the panel, she knew what she was doing. She knew what Ash was. She knew what the bodyguard was. She didn't care about the kids. She didn't care about nothing else.
Right.
Proof. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
You're right. I don't care about my kids. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, and thank you for coming up.
It's okay. Leave it alone. There is no point. This is people wanting to continue seconds of fame, and I'm gonna just keep on going with it. It's fine. I'm fine. I promise you. I like that one.
One second. I'm trying to see, there's a lot of people on here. Okay, we'll start from the top. Shelby,
Hey, what's up?
welcome.
Hey, what's
What's
up?
going on, brother?
Not much.
Nothing much.
Hey, Jessica, how's it going?
Hey, it's going okay, I guess.
Well, I mean, listen, I can, I guess, relate to in the sense of like,
Shelby, I just saw you last night on live.
right.
Yes.
When you affiliate with Ashley Trevino, there's going to be a negative side effect. I went live with her 3 nights ago, and I've kind of stayed off TikTok because of that reason. Just because it feels like anytime anybody does go live with her, there is some sort of like clout chasing that goes with it. I guess my question is, I heard you talking, somebody asked you a question earlier about when you were live and y'all were talking about her staying there for a month and there's a house down the street and then there was something involving your nephew. So I know you said that was just for the camera, right? And then what you said, or that was just for the...
Yeah, I said that. I'm sure that's what she was doing it for.
Okay, so did that not give you any like... I don't know, like, did that not like raise any red flags of like that an adult would make a comment like that about a child for cameras?
Oh, no. My nephew's in his 30s. My nephew's he's not young. He's over.
Oh.
People that were under the age of 30 in this house was my 21-year-old son and my 9-year-old son. Those were the only underage people in this house.
Okay, so but what I'm asking is though is, so I could have swore that you answered a question about your child, right? Or you have a 9-year-old?
I do have a 9-year-old.
Okay, so when did you have the interview with AJ or go on AJ's live? Was it the very first night, right?
I don't know if it was the first or second. No, because the first night was just me and her, and we were fine, and we were laying in bed, and we went to bed early. So no, it couldn't have been the first night. How did it be the second?
Like the second?
I'm sure.
So when you went on there and he gave you the information that he gave you, and I didn't stay for the whole thing, but I did watch bits of it, so I know that he did give some pretty serious pieces of information. And I know you said you wanted to wait for her to wake up, which for me personally, if I had somebody in my house that I was hearing this information about, I wouldn't have allowed them time to get their beauty sleep. But we're all different, and that's your prerogative. It's your house. So when you found that information, it didn't strike you to think maybe I should do some research and go look at what these people are accusing her of?
Not at that time. No, this wasn't until after I saw her on the live, and that's when I started to do my research. A little too late. I apologize for that.
Okay.
I really do. I apologize for that. A little too late.
So that was on day 2, though. So then why did she stay 2 more days? Did she give you... I'm just curious of what her response was when you confronted her. Was it just deny? Like, how did she end up staying even longer is I guess my question. Like, if you said something to her the next morning, she then stayed 2 more days.
She did, yeah.
Yeah. So what did she say to you that convinced you to let her stay for 2 more days? Or was it maybe the attention was appealing?
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm not judging you. Well,
no.
Parts of me are, but like, I just want to know how she ended up being there for 2 more days after you found out she was a, racist, homophobic, transphobic predator.
I didn't know she was racist at all. She doesn't seem racist to me at all. She was out there with every race there was, and I didn't see her make any comments about any of them. So again, I have to see this for my own eyes.
Right.
I didn't see any of that.
And I'm going to get off because I know there's a lot of people, and I know you said one question. I'm sorry, Jay. Just really quick. I guess I just want to this is just me giving you some advice. Is people are finding it hard to believe just based on just for me. I'm not a parent, but if somebody, I went on a live with a T page and a pretty reputable one too. I mean, AJ and I, we've kind of grown apart, but I still respect him as a T page because he does give pretty much almost true things about her all the time. Like, I don't think I've ever heard him lie on her. Yeah, but if I was given this information, right, even if I thought it wasn't true or might not be true, the first thing I would do when I jumped off of there would be type in her name and see what comes up. And you're saying that I guess never occurred to you to do that. And I think that's why people are having a hard time believing it. And then when people started showing up at your house, you had to have realized at that moment, okay, she's not just, my friend Ashley that I invited to my house. There's got to be more to this story of why people are wanting to be here. So even then, maybe it would click hey, maybe I should look this stuff up. There's children here. There's accusations of her being inappropriate with children. Maybe I should make sure that there's nothing inappropriate, even if you didn't see anything inappropriate with the children at your home.
No, see, everything that I saw here, everything that I saw her doing outside with all her fans, nothing was negative. There was nothing negative. There wasn't anything that struck me that said, oh, I need to go and look her up and find out why all these people were here. Everybody was very respectful to her, and she was being very respectful to them.
No, I understand that. I'm saying though that like if you said you didn't know about her before she got there, right? You didn't know about her fame or whatever she calls it.
Oh, I knew Ashley was Ashley. I knew she had some fame. I knew that, but I didn't know she was saying bad thing. I didn't know the.
So I guess that's
like,
why people think that you're lying. And I know I sound aggressive. This is just the way I talk.
Okay.
I apologize. But I know people. This is why people think that you're not telling the truth, though, is because if you're now saying you knew about her fame, the only thing that Ashley is infamous for is for negative thing. There's not one positive thing on the internet that people are like, we love this lady. So if you knew about it, you had to have known the reasons, or at least one reason as to why she's so well known. And I think that's why people are struggling with, is this lady telling the truth or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you know that she had fame with her, but not know the reasons for her infamy?
I knew her as Ashley the inmate hopper, and when we met, it was because she was going to go visit somebody down here. That's what I knew her as.
Well, one more, and then I'm going to drop because I know there's a lot of people. Sure. So then if you knew that her as Ashley the inmate hopper, then you knew that she exposed her children to inappropriate men, right? Because those men are not in prison for, petty thefts. They're in prison for unaliving and sexual,
There's only one that I know about that actually got out while she was dating and exposed her children to them. I don't know about any of the other.
Oh, you didn't know she
No, I knew she. I think I know. I've heard she was married to a Noe. I think that's his name.
Okay.
I don't know. I know she has Isaiah tattooed on her. I don't know how many there have been, and I don't know all the ones that she's talked to.
Okay, well, I'm going to get down because I know I've overstayed my welcome, and I apologize, Jay. I know you said one question. So, guys, I appreciate you answering my questions. If you feel like you can answer more at a different time, you can message me on either this page or my main page. But listen, I don't applaud you, but I do have some respect for you at least getting up here and answering questions. It's not an easy thing to do, so good luck. And I would stay away from her if you could.
Definitely.
Thank you for that. All right. Nelly, I'm going to let you up here, girl. You already know what it is. Don't start. Where'd she go? Nelly.
I just had a question because I keep seeing it on there. And this is my only question, and I'll get off. So I've seen a lot that people say that you're one of Ashley's mods. Is that true, or you're not one of Ashley's mods?
I don't even know how to be a mod. I heard I was the biggest gifter. I don't even know how to gift. I'm not on TikTok like that. I've explained that so many times. Not to you. I'm just saying to the world in general. I don't even know how to be a mod.
Okay, and then this is my last question.
Sure.
You say that you really didn't know, but I know like on Facebook, my mom's even seen about Ashley Reno, and she's in her late 60s. So my question is like, how did you not know all the drama behind her and then still letting her like come to your house? Because I've seen a lot of people came to your house, a lot of fans came to your house. Like, what about now? Like your address is all on the internet, so.
Right.
So like,
about that, I can't go back and change why my address is on the internet. I didn't leak it. Ashley didn't leak it. I've already explained who leaked it, and I can't take that back. Now, yeah.
I just got one last question. Do you feel like bringing her in your life and all the backlash you got, do you feel like was it worth bringing Ashley in your house, in your space?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to get off, Jay.
If I could go back and change it, I would in a heartbeat.
Okay. Jay, I'm going to get off. I'm going to be down below. Everybody, I want to say this last thing. Please be nice in the comments. I will mute you if you're not being nice. I'm not going to mute you for the whole live, but I'm going to mute you. So please be nice in the chat.
Thank you.
I couldn't agree more.
I'm probably going to be on here for like maybe 2 more questions. I'm getting a lot of people are messaging me telling me that this is not going good, that I need to get off. So
no, that's fine. We understand completely. Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, let me see if I can find someone that really wanted to ask you a question. I don't see her in here, so give me 1 second. Uh-oh, I keep going.
No,
let me see.
somebody just asked if I was going to be invited back, and I made a video in my last video, and the answer to that was no. There are no future plans of Ashley coming back to my house.
Okay, the answer.
Hi, good evening, guys. Hi, Jessica.
Hello, good
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You've basically answered all the questions that I had, and I came in a little bit late, so I don't know. Just a simple question. Was she respectful to you and yours in your home? And does she help you with any of the cleaning? Does she
What
thank
I will
you?
say about Ashley is when Ashley is not drinking, she is a completely different person than when Ashley's drinking. When she is not drinking, she is very respectful, and she does help clean up, and she does love on my kids, and we watch movies and we talk. It's completely different. If she's drinking, that's where the disrespect comes in, and she starts acting like a completely different person. So I'm going to pick and choose. I'm not going to, I'd rather just not have her here at all than to have a 50% chance of her having any alcohol. I can't stop her from drinking, but I can't stop her from drinking here at my home with my children. And that's exactly what I did. It won't be happening again.
Right. Okay. And I see in the chat that they're asking about, you had stated that you don't know how to gift or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know how to gift. I'm asking one person to prove that I'm a gifter. Anytime somebody says something about me, I'm asking for proof because I don't know how to gift. I would love for one single person to go show that I've ever gifted Ashley one thing. I don't know how to do that. So if they can send it to you, I would appreciate that, or whoever. There's going to be no proof. I've never gifted anybody at all. I don't know how to do that.
Right. The only reason I'm asking, and I don't know myself because I haven't really looked at your profile, but they say that you do have a level 6 gifter badge.
Show me that. I have never gifted anybody in my entire life. Please somebody show me that. Jay, go check because I've never gifted in my entire. I don't even know. Is that money? Like I don't even. Do you have to have money to put on? Like I don't know how to do that.
Yes. Yeah, well, like the level 6 gifter badge, it does show, that you have given money.
Well, like you move up in levels with your badge, and I'm a level 28 gifter, so it does show that you are a level 6. Like maybe did you throw were you in a panel and you were just maybe throwing roses or stuff
I don't even know how to get. I don't even know how to get roses. I don't even know how to get anything. I don't know how to. Is it I don't know if there's a store. I don't know how to even do that.
Does anyone else use your account?
No, it's just no.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
No, somebody just said level 6 is not a gifter. I don't know who that was, but I just saw it.
Okay, well, that was basically my question. I thank you very much for answering.
Sure.
Okay. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can drop me.
You said you're okay with 2 more people, or
no? I think it's about. Yeah, I think I've answered enough. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and I truly appreciate you keeping it respectful. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, I think it's time for me to. That was enough for now.
Thank you for coming up, Jessica. And I'm sorry for what you're going through.
Thank you so much. And again, I do understand why people are mad. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna have to deal with. Yeah. I'm gonna have to deal with my my choices, and I'm gonna have to deal with having Ashley here, and that's just the way it's gonna have to be. Hopefully, it calms down. I do have children here, or I do have one child here, and my grown adult children are here too. So I would appreciate if people stopped coming by my house. But anyways, I apologize to anybody that I've offended.
No,
I definitely learned a lot. I learned a lesson, and it won't be happening again.
Okay, so no more Ash, right? Like we're not gonna have to.
There is no more of that. No, absolutely not. My mental health comes first.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you for showing up. I didn't know you were going to come by, but thank you for coming by.
Thank you so much.
I do appreciate you.
Mama. Okay, have a good night, guys.
All right, you too.
Okay, bye. Why you do that?
Does anybody want to come up and
yeah.
I feel everybody's frustration. Everybody's frustration. Like I try to do my best to try to, get people
Be
up here.
Respectful and yeah.
I'm sorry if you guys did it. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was going like that, I was trying my best. Let me get a